This is part two of the sexual power of twin flames. So we know that you have been connected to your twin flame since your making as a soul, as a multidimensional being. And you must realize that this connection is unparalleled and not to be compared with anyone. There is no comparison. Why is this connection so healing? Because some of the incarnations that you had were without your twin flames, and there was a lot of trauma. Various traumas that got lodged in your root, sacral chakra, and moved on into your hara chakra, and so on. And just it went up the hill of your chakras. Knotting up your heart, blocking your throat chakra, and so forth. What you have to understand is that while you go through this process of sexual union with your twin, if you're lucky enough to get back into union, you need to use that time as a tantric yoga experience. What that means is that you're going to look at it as a connection of deep healing with mindfulness, consciousness, that you're here with your lover, with your partner, with your twin, to move into sexual intimacy with the intent to allow, to surrender, fully trust in aligning with your beloved and source to clear any calcifications, any blocks that you've had to experience from one somatic incarnation to the next. That's why when twin flames come into union and are intimate, physically intimate, and they don't know they're twins, or one does but the other doesn't, it elicits a runner. Because the shake, the earthquake that happens in the root chakra is so, there's nothing to compare. It literally shakes the person. And it can be quite scary if it's a foreign feeling. And so if you come back into union and say this is your first or second separation, you come back into union, make sure that you come to it with a very tantric approach, a very mindful approach, very gentle approach, very, very aware, self-aware of what you want to do. Only one of you has to be aware of this. And from that, there should be incredible healing. If this is, you've been in multiple separations, and the twin, typically a masculine, and I apologize to those masculines who may take offense to this, but I have to just be clear. A masculine energy or the masculine gender comes back after, say, 3 or 4 separations. You may want to withhold sex, not as a punishment, absolutely not, so that they can understand that it's not sex that brings them back to you, but this incredible soul connection. That there's much more to this connection than sex. Yes, the intimacy is beyond compare. Yes, this intimacy is incredibly, brings a lot of pleasure and so forth, but it's more than that. It's this twin flame soul bond. And when the sexual connection is off the table, and say there's another separation after doing the teaching, right? And bringing them to understanding through a spiritual awakening. You don't tell them, I'm your twin. You say, oh, since you've been gone, I've been doing meditations, I've been doing yoga, I've been doing breath work, pranayama, I've been doing chanting mantras, I've been doing all kinds of things, and my life is getting better. How have you been doing? And then you start teaching them spiritual methods to awaken them, to awaken their third eye, so that they do trust their downloads. Because if you're with a 3D twin, and that's all they know is 3D reality, all they're going to think about with you is that the intimacy is what is the bond, and it's just a one-off. They will never fully realize that you're something much more than that to them. And that's going to take a lot of patience, a lot of self-control, a lot of mindfulness, a lot of self-care to you, for the benefit of both of you. I hope this helps. Sending you much love on your journey. Namaste.